Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Mohammed Nisar Khan and welcome to the day 10 of the 21 days learning SQL challenge. Hope everybody's doing good, everybody's doing fine. And yesterday, if you have watched the video or the live which you have seen, it went up to around 4 hours and the recorded lecture was around 3 hours. So it is, was much more than our limit. But anyways, the target is to do the go progress by step and progressively learn it. And we end up recording 3 hour session, which was way over our prescribed limit. So what we are going to do today, some changes that we will be moving with day 10. And today I will be only recording the most important. I will be recording only the most important things here, especially the query writing. And I would make sure that to pause the video while doing my own research, and I will be telling you that I have got it from there. But during my ragtag research, I would be doing it without recording it, so that we could compress the video within those 2 hours limit. So all right then, let's move forward and let's see what we got today. For day 10, it is question 1, and I've said that day 10 is on. It says that good, day 10 starts now, no warm up, we move forward. Today's focus: advanced ranking plus percentile plus executive style insights. Okay, day 10, question 1. Okay, business scenario. The CEO wants to identify top 10 highest spending customers across the entire company. Okay, so CEO wants to know the top 10%. Friends, for question 1 of day 10, I have come up with this. I have formed a CTE here, a routine CTE, which we have been practicing over time. And I have assigned them because ChatGPT asked me for customer ID, so I selected the customer key as my customer ID, first name, last name, and obviously the sum total sales amount, total lifetime sale. Okay, routine. And then I have done my CTE here. Okay, group by customer key and all. Then after that I had to select. I went with the, because I knew in this thing that we had to apply 3 steps. Number 1, a total aggregate. Number 2, Windows function. And number 3, we have to apply a filter. Okay, so I knew, and that's why I had just put a comma here, and then I selected it as overall percentage. I had assigned it a name, and then I have selected the rank, customer ID, and all these total lifetime sales. And then I have selected this. I had an option to choose from, but I had selected the percent rank because I checked it from Google and for the related percentile, because because it was related, because I was targeting the related and also most importantly ranking percentile functions. Okay, so while the above functions were these functions like percentile continuous and percentile discrete continuous. These are when it is used mostly in statistical context, the continuous one and the discrete one, and they return actual values. Now I wanted the ranking percentile functions. Okay, so I went with, now I've pasted in ChatGPT. Now that I've pasted it in ChatGPT, it says that, alright, let's review this properly. First, good instincts. You aggregated correctly per customer, use percentile window function, applied window over entire dataset, no partition, filtered outer computing percentile, structurally this is sorted. Now the critical issue, important, you used this, okay, over this by, and filtered with where contribution is get. The problem, percent rank works like this: highest value 0, lowest value 1. Okay, because you order DEC, the biggest spender gets 0. That means where percentage contribution, you are actually removing the top 10% and keeping bottom 90%. That is opposite of the CEO's request. Okay, so where we went wrong, I think so. We did actually the exact opposite of what CEO's request. Okay, so where we went wrong, let's study it. Why this happens? Because percentage is simplifier. Rank minus 1 divided by total rows minus 1. When descending ordering, highest spender is equal to 0, value increases, sales increase, so top 10% Okay, so to 10% means percentage less than. Okay, okay, correct approaches. That gives you to 10%. Okay, so what I have done here is that I have applied the formula with the correct intention, but the results which I have received here at this point are the ones which are the bottom 90%. And because there was a thought that the data was a lot. So but anyways, this is the learning. And I had to, to get, because I've already used DEC ordering where the highest spenders get 0, so I had to use this less than equal to 10, not greater than equal to 10. Okay, so the two correct 2%, keep percentage range, change the filter. Okay, change the filter. More business accurate method, cumulative distance over, then apply where cumulative value this. Why this one reflects cumulative? It aligns more intuitively toward X%. In real analytical calculations, usually preferred for this type of question. Okay, so the final evaluation is that aggregation is status this, window usage is this, business alignment is this, structural clarity is this, you were close, this was a semantic mistake, not structural one, that is progress. Question 2, top 3 products with each year based on total sales. Okay, so that after that we will be moving to question 3. So there was this semantic mistake. Now the CUME dist, the calculator's calculator rows with values less than equal to current. Alright, so now moving to day 10, question 2, the business scenario. The CFO, Chief Financial Officer, wants to identify the top 3 products within each year based on the total sales. Okay, now what does he want? Year, product name, total sales, rank within that year. Okay, only top 3 per year should appear. Okay, hence aggregate product per year. Okay, user window ranking function, ranking must reset per year. Okay, ranking must reset per year, that means partition. Yes, I remember from day 9. Okay, so we have come up with this for question 2, where the CFO wanted to find the top 3 products each year based on total sales. So what I knew after reading the question that I had 3 steps to follow. First was the aggregate of all the products, the total sale, and then it was the Windows function and the Windows function, and after that I had to apply the filter. Okay, with that out of the equation, then I move forward with my creating my first CTE, which was the total product sales. I selected the calendar year as my specific year. Okay, and then the English product name as product name, and the sales amount as total sales. And then I joined the respective dimension tables onto the fact tables and also grouped them by. Okay, and after that I went with the window function. So before moving forward, I asked the help of Gemini, and I said that if I want to, without going with the percentage, because for the percentage it is the percent rank or that percent rank or the cumulative rank, but most importantly it is the cumulative rank that's better. But I wanted to go without percentage, so I asked for Gemini for help, and it said that the dense rank formula is the best for standard reporting. Okay, so with that I knew that which rank function I had to use. I need these helps, I need these hints other than ChatGPT from Gemini, because these functions I'm using it for the first time. So it will need some time for me to understand them fully. So dense rank is used uh, for basically the top, you can use for the top 3 things. I didn't specifically mention top 3, but I said that without percentage, if I want to find the best rank, so it said that it is dense rank. So I applied the dense. GPT says, all right, deep breath. Okay, this one has a major logical error, but it is a clean fix. Okay, so what is the core problem here? And I wrote dense rank, which is here, dense rank over partition by product order and DC. Okay, let's translate what that means. You are ranking each product against itself across year. This is not what the CFO asked. Okay. So I have, I think so, misinterpreted the partition by. It is saying that I am ranking each product against itself across years. This is not the CFO has asked for. Okay. The business question asks top products within each year. That means ranking must reset per year. Okay. Ranking must set per year. Product competes against other products in the same year. The your partition is reversed. Okay, so that means partition is correct because I wanted to reset each year, but it is not the product name. It is rather the specific year. Let me check. Before even moving down, let me just write it here. A specific year. Okay. I'm not looking down. Okay. Now, why your query is wrong logically. With your partition by product name, you're answering for each product which were its top 3 years. This is a different business question entirely. In production, this would be considered misinterpretation of the requirement. Okay, so I have misunderstood the requirement of the question. Okay, what it should be, partition by specific year. Yeah, I told you, man, I told you this was the problem. So the partition by was not a problem. It should reset itself year, but it was the specific year. Even before looking down, I understood that this was the case. Now products compete within the same year. Okay, so I ran the query of question 2, and this is the result which I have. And yeah, that is it. And there was some major learning mistakes. There was some major logical mistakes, especially for the specific year. And approach was correct, but execution was pretty bad. So moving forward, to question 3. Question 3, which is already highlighted as a harder question and more difficult than the previous two. So the business scenario is that the board of directors wants to know in which year did a product enter the top 3 for the first time. Okay, meaning product was not. Friends, this is the situation. This is the situation for the question 3 query. Now I have been able to create this current context, and I've used Gemini's help. I took the Gemini help by not pasting the question as it is, but rather in a way that I wanted to know whether I can ranking and the lag, how can I use them. So it kind of helped me with that because it was a difficult question, but this was the main issue. So I just pasted the query which I have learned in ChatGPT. ChatGPT said, "Good structure. This is the strongest multi-city work so far. Now let's fix the logic precisely." Okay, first, what you did correctly: aggregated per year, rank product with each year, use leg partition by product name, ordered by year. Okay, that is correct architecture. Okay, now the business requirement. In which years did a product enter top 3 for the first time? Now this was the question. Yes, entered the top 3 for the first time. Now let's translate this carefully. A row qualifies when the current rank is less than equal to 3 when the product was not top 3 in the previous year, either previous rank or the previous rank is null. That's it. Okay, now this was the business requirement, and a product into top 3 for the first time. Translate that carefully. A row qualifies when current rank is less than equal to 3 and the product was not top 3 in the previous year. Either previous rank is greater than 3 or previous is null. That's it. Why filtering is wrong equal to. This means show rank where rank didn't change. This has nothing to do with intent top 3. This is a logical misunderstanding, not SQL syntax issue. Correct filtering logic where current is less than equal to 3 and previous rank greater than 3 or previous is null. This means that it is currently top 3 but was not previously, and that captures The first time it becomes top 3. Okay. Okay, all right. Important concept you have learned: current condition is true and the previous condition was false. It is a statement transition detection operation. It is extremely common in finance, attention analysis. Means you are now entering real analytics territory. Final evaluation, multi-structure strong, ranking logic strong, lag usage correct, business filtering logic needs sharpening, analytical thinking improving noticeably. You didn't fail, you misunderstood the condition. That is normal at this level. If you want one final challenge before closing day, say final challenge. Okay, so I think that the problem was with the filtering concept. Okay, so the filter was wrong, and I think so I misunderstood the question again. The filter is wrong because I told him that the filter is wrong because